Hi, welcome to Stretch. We're going to do a lot of opening today. And I want to start lying down and we're going to end up standing up. So this is going to be a stretch that's going to activate us from the beginning to the end. And then you can take off for the day or whatever you need to do. So let's lie down comfortably on your mat. You don't have to get too, kind of stiff or over impressed with your muscles. But do lift your glutes up and take them down the mat. I really want you to feel that separation between the rib cage and the hips. So maybe let's walk the upper body up too. So we're going to start with some very small lifting as our warm up. So we're going to put our elbows to the ceiling, our hands like right behind our shoulders toward the middle. And I want you to inhale up, pulling yourself up very gently, looking between your thighs, and exhale down. Nice. Just feel that extension. Inhale up, just opening up the back from the top, and then we're going to do it from the bottom, and exhale down. Keeping those elbows pointed up. Inhale up. That creates a nice long stretch along the serratus anterior, right along the inside here. And exhale down, having our elbows like this. Last one, inhale up. And exhale down. Remove those arms, put them to the side. And let's take it to a bridge for 4 times. So feet underneath the knees. You're as parallel as you can be. You're going to inhale up by taking the vertebrae up one at a time. And exhale down. Good. 3 more. Inhale up. We're just going for mobility right now, activating that back. And exhale down, just kind of getting it into action. Inhale up. It's been a long time since you've been in class with me, buddy. And exhale down. Yep. And inhale up. Last one. And exhale down. Now I'd like you to bring one leg in. You're going to grab on the shin and you're going to push the other leg out to a light flex, not a hard flex. Just want you to use it as a way of keeping the leg lifted and in an open position. So right here. So you're not trying to pull that hamstring very hard. Make sure you're nodding your chin down. You don't have your head floating back. So we're just breathing it in here. So breathe it in. Rolling yourself up. And then exhale down. 3 more times. Inhale up. Roll up. And exhale down. Good. Make sure that you bring that chin down a little bit first so that you open the back of the neck and exhale down. Good. And inhale up. And exhale down. Now you're going to take that same knee out to the side. Get some opening right here. You're going to push, inhale, and then put your hand on the other side of it, exhale. Take it out, inhale, and bring it in, exhale. Just loosening up everything. Inhale, and bring it in, exhale. Inhale, and bring it in, exhale. We only have a few more of these simple things to go, and then we'll get to deeper stuff. All right, let's do the other side. Grab that shin, inhale up, curling, and exhale in. Inhale up, and exhale down. Inhale up, that other foot flexed slightly, keeping it lifted toward the ceiling and not falling out to the side. And down, and inhale up, so that length, and exhale down. All right, let's take it out to the side. Push on the inside, inhale, bring it on the outside, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. One more time, inhale, and exhale. Okay, so let's ask a little more from these muscles. Push that leg out, bring the other one in. Now you're going to do a rotation out. Bring the knee across, take it out. So you're rotating the knee out and then in, but you're making a circle. Now this is going to be 8 in one direction. 4, keep the breathing going. 5, so you're asking more cooperation around the muscle. 6, and this is a nice hip joint. 7, our ball joint, and 8, go all the way around. Then you're going to put the knee forward and cross over a little bit. Let the glute come off the floor. I really want it to get in to those connecting muscles. 3, breathing. 4, 5, open it up. 6, 7, very different than when you keep the knee to the ceiling and do the rotations. 8, and both of those are very valid ways of doing this. All right, we're doing it to the other side. So knee goes out, take the circle, and knee goes in. 2, foot is neutral. 3, 4, 5, good. 6, keep that breathing going. 7, wow, and 8, and then across a little bit. 1, lift off. 2, so I want you to feel that stretch in your back. 3, 4, good. 5, keep going. 6, and take as long as you need to, right? 7, you don't have to do my pace at all. And 8, okay, come back to the center. Legs are back under the knees, and you're back up into a bridge. Nice. Just hold it there, and then bring it back down. Beautiful job. We're going to push our knees out, put our hands on our side, and curl ourselves up. And we're right here, staff. And your feet are flexed, head over tailbone, and you're right in that nice, strong position. Now, you might feel a little bit of tightness in the hips if it's early morning, or if you've just been doing a lot of sitting. So one of the things we'll do is we're going to take it nice and slow. So we're going to first take one leg in right here. You're going to lift the other leg off the floor. You can feel the hamstring starting to grab. This foot is flexed, right? So you can feel that right along the front of the top of the leg and the bottom of the leg, and then bring it back down. Then you're going to take this leg out to the side, push down on it, and lift your body up. Nice, deep, yes. Yeah, he's so fun. He's watching every single thing. So we have this nice lifted position. We're in a tree pose right here, and we are lifted. Now you're going to reach to that leg. For me, it's my right leg, right? Put my hand over it if you can. If you can't, you can be on the shin, just the position. Now you're a little bit rotated toward the bent knee. So that's exactly where you want to be. Now bring the other arm over the ear and get that nice open stretch right here. You don't push your head up toward the arm. You keep it in the gaze of the stretch, right here to the side. Nice, we're just moving out. And then inhale up both arms, and then you're coming down beside the knee that's bent and walking forward. Go as far as you can without lifting the other leg off the floor. Be satisfied with wherever you can go and breathe into it. And then walk it back in. And then rotate your body toward the leg so you have a rotation here. And then you're walking down toward that thigh. I want this to be a soft lowering. You know, you're not pushing your body in. You're not creating alternating or alternative resistance or resistance here. You're just coming down. Elbows are bent, moving toward the floor, whatever you can. And then come on back in. And then we're coming up onto the knee for a long body stretch. Because we love these, it puts everything together. Gets that hip. The foot is still slightly flexed, but now you're on the side of the foot. All right, get that nice and long. And then you're going to go into a twist. So you land that hand on your thigh and lift yourself up, and then come around into a twist. And we're going to breathe 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Bring yourself back to center. Right, keep yourself lifted. I'm going to go around to the other side. And we're staffed right here. Nice, long staff pose, right? You're coming straight out. Now let's bring this one in for tree. Put your hands at your side, lift yourself up, and take that leg off the floor. Just nice flexed leg. You're feeling that length. Woo. Just caught a cramp right here. Woo. You keep holding it. Breathe into it. Nice job. Woo. All right, let me lift that back up. And then you're coming down. Nice. And going over into the stretch. One of them. Again, it's a little bit of a side stretch. You're rotated slightly toward that leg. You can see, maybe if you're looking, not paying that much attention. On this side, the leg doesn't go as flat as it did on the other side. That leg. And then come on down into that praying child pose to the side. I'm not coming toward you. You can relax. You're so anxious by it. Good. Breathe into it. What, buddy? Okay, bye. And walk it up. And then wild thing. Right here for that nice long stretch. Come on out. You bring yourself down, you face that leg, you come down. And hold it right there, breathe into it. I did it in different order, didn't I? And then breathe yourself up into a spinal twist. Okay. 4 breaths. What do you want to do, kiddo? Last one. And then bring it back to center. We're going to bring the bottom of the feet together. We're going to hold the ankles and lift ourselves up to strength. Now, I'd like you to take your legs up. Inhale, push them out, exhale, lift them up. Inhale, push them out, exhale, lift them up. Inhale, push them out, exhale. One more. Inhale and exhale. Let's get on all fours, just like Bruce. All right. All right, all fours, just like you, buddy. Yeah. All right. We're going to start with traffic. Clawing one hand to the top of the mat. Let's put those big fingertips, open up those fingers, arch them up, and put them on the top of the mat right here. Keep your knees under your hips, and then sit back. Great upper body stretch right here in that serratus and that shoulder. Now flatten the hand, put your right hand, slide it over to the left corner of the mat, keeping the rest of your body positioned. Bring it back to its original position, keeping the hand flat, and slide it back in and bring yourself back to tabletop. Claw out the other side, get that big reach first, and then sit back, getting that nice opening there. Flatten the hand, slide it to the other side of the mat, corner. Bring it back to its initial position and slide it back in and bring yourself back up. Walk your hands forward, bend your elbows, and lower your chest. Good. Take 4 breaths right here. Bring yourself back up to tabletop. I want you to put those toes together and those knees apart. We're going to sit back into this very open leg child pose. And just breathe into it. And then bring it back to tabletop. Now, I'd like you to come up onto your knees. You're going to face the front. Good. Get your head over your tailbone. And then we're going to take one leg up right here and do a lunge out of the standing leg. I don't want you to think about it into the knee. I want you to think about it out of the standing leg because I want that knee to stay over the ankle. So we're opening that groin. We're petting our dog at the same time, right here. Keep that chest forward. Nice. Now, you're going to keep the hand on the hip. The other arm is going to go up and over that ear. So the right arm over the right ear, leaning to the left. Beautiful. And then you're going to bring it down. It's almost like we're doing a modified warrior two. Hand is facing outward to the front. Left arm is over the left ear, and you're coming forward to that leg. And then you're going to bring it up to open arms, and then flex the foot. Right here, out of it. Nice. Bring the arms behind you, and we're going to open the chest. With the chest open, you're going to rotate toward that flex foot. Let that other leg align behind you, and then lower your arms beside the leg and lower your chest to that flex leg. Hold it right there. Breathe and breathe and breathe and breathe. Beautiful job. Bring your hands back inside. Rotate back to the center. Bring yourself up, even if you have to kind of support it. And then come back into that lifted position. Get your head over your tailbone. We're going to take one arm over the ear and guide the head across. Drop that other arm down. So you get that nice opening in the scalenes. And then bring it up and then over to the other side. And then bring it up. Okay, so this other leg goes out the side. And again, we lunge out of the standing leg. Don't push into the knee. Lunge out of that standing leg. All right, make sure the foot is under that knee. Keep yourself centered to the front. We're going to come on over to the first side with that nice side bend going toward the standing leg. Inhale, exhale, then over to the other side, coming down and trying to keep yourself from curling forward. Those palms, the palm is reaching outward, the front palm. Good. And then bring yourself up into that flexed foot. Nice, you feel that length there. Good, get yourself lifted out of it. It's easy to, fall into it. So you want to feel yourself supported by the standing leg, right? And then we rotate toward it. Let that leg turn to come into alignment and lower down. Nice to feel everything open up. Beautiful. Walk it in. And again, if you need support to get those legs side by side, go ahead and get it. And then we're coming back into the center. Keep the hands on the hips and move the upper body side to side. Good, side to side, opening that up. Now, if it's hard to be on your knees, of course, stand up. Good, last four. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good job. Now we're going to reach it back toward our heels. Now, if you're standing, you can just put your hands on your glutes and come back. But we're going to reach back toward our heels and open up that upper body. Beautiful. Nice job. Okay, and bring it back into your tabletop. Not done with tabletop. We're going to be working here a little bit. So on this, we're going to push one leg all the way out into a flex. Just put it in position first before you move the rest of your body. Make sure your hands are under your shoulders. And now push the heel past the toes. Let the body go back with it a little bit. Take the pressure off your wrists by pushing your fingertips into the mat if you need to. Now you can stay here and flex the other foot and keep that stretch. Or you can lift off the mat for a runner stretch right here. Good. Through. And then lower it down. Walk your elbows to the floor. Take your chest as low as you can. Forehead on the floor if you can. And just hold it right there. Stay in that position while you slide the leg back in. Put your hands under your shoulders, and when you curl yourself back up to tabletop, do a cat curl. So inhale and exhale into that cat curl. Don't hold your breath, continue to breathe, and then come back to neutral. The other leg goes out. Push it out. Just let it stay there for a second. We're going to just feel the extension, and then you can push the heel past the foot. There you go. Flex the other foot and stay in this position if you prefer. Or come up off the mat by an inch and feel that big long stretch. Lower it back down. Bend your elbows. Take your chest to the mat. Beautiful. Now bring those legs in again and back to tabletop. I'd like you to put one leg between your hands. The other leg goes long to the back. So you just keep the knee on the floor and slide it as far back as it can go. And hold it right there. Framing the foot with your hands, keeping your eyes down. Nice. Now we're going to do the same thing. Put those toes into the floor and just hold it or come off the floor and let it extend through the front of the groin. Go back down and come back on the front heel, keeping that chest nice and up. Watch your alignment. If the foot's rotating out, try to correct it. Come back, forward, and back to tabletop. You know, we're going to do that again on the other side. So put that foot between the hands. Slide that leg out. You can keep it long like this, or flex it into the floor and lift it up. Breathe into it. Really feel that thing in front of the groin. All right, drop that knee, flex into that foot, keeping that chest low, and coming back into that stretch. Nice flexed foot, feeling that hamstring open up. Back in, hands inside, and back to tabletop, parallel legs, walk the arms forward, walk the glutes back, a simple child pose. Good. Now we're going to rotate ourselves to the side and come down the mat. So you're stacked, you're long, you've supported your head with your bicep, and you're bringing your leg behind for quad stretch. opening up the front of that hip. I'd like you to take the knee and point it down and let it go to the mat in front of the resting knee. The foot is pointed. Breathe. Bring it up, drop the toe behind. Don't let your body rotate. Just use the hip. If the toe doesn't touch, that's okay. You're just opening that groin a little bit. Then bring it up to center. That knee is still bent, but now you're going to put your hand under the leg and bring it up and as close to your head as possible. That nice, big, long side stretch. Breathe into it. Bend that knee, put the leg down, and push into the thigh. Make sure the foot is flat. Don't let it drop onto the corner, right? So you might adjust the leg in or adjust the leg out to get that hip to cooperate. Tuck the back knee under. Bring your arm down. Push yourself into the floor as you come up. We are going to do the half lotus rather than shoelace. So slide the foot onto the thigh. If you can. If you can't, butterfly is a perfectly good position to be in right now. So we are lifting up out of this. I want to push down on this thigh a little bit because I feel like it's popping up. You can just go with whatever you have. I have another goal from my hip right here. It's where I have a lot of arthritis and where I want to get a lot more strength. So I push a little bit, but not to the point where I destroy it. Because I need it later. I need it later today. It's early in the morning. Walk your arms behind you as far as you can. Just keep walking them back with the fingers pointing away from your glutes. Good. And then walk them back in, bringing them together in front and making a C curl, dropping your head between your extended biceps. Open up the arms, flatten them, and lift yourself up. And we're going to slide down the other side. All right, stacked, tucked. Let's take that first stretch. Foot behind the glute. Do what you can. If this is terrible on your knee, just lift the leg up to the ceiling. Knee goes front. Trying to keep our position. And then the foot goes to the back, opening up. Keeping that bottom leg nice and long to create an anchor. And then you lift the knee toward the ceiling and then extend the leg. Nice long extension. Bringing it. Bring that foot in front. Push into the thigh, keeping the foot solid. You want all the toes pushing into the thigh. Nice. And then tuck that foot under. Support yourself as you come up. Half lotus or seated butterfly. Good. I don't need to push down on this side. This one's got a ton of opening. So I feel pretty comfortable with it. And then walk your arms as far as you can go. And bring the arms to the front and C curl. Open up those arms, flatten them down, take those legs out to wide, and we're going to wish it. Really slow. Got to feel the extension and the attachment. Yeah, good. Keep going. Nice. I like the pause at the end so that we feel the stretch land, right? Beautiful. And we have 4 more reps. 1, deep breathing. 2, 3, and 4. And bring your feet into butterfly and back into the seated position. Nice job. Now we're going to do a little upper body work in the seated position, but we're going to take the legs. Now, I don't want you to be too concerned about the extension of your legs or how much range you have because we're focusing on the upper body. But I do want you to be on your sit bones so that you are anchored for this set of upper body exercises. So you can bend your knees if you want to, and then that kind of lifts you onto your sit bones. I want us to do a swim or kind of a swirl first. So we're going to go over to the right leg through the center, left leg and up, and then down, around, and up. We're going to do 4 sets of these. So that's the first set. You're breathing all the way through it. Good. And here comes number 3. Breathing out. Good. And number 4. And breathing out. Come to the center and cactus back. Bring those elbows down to the waist. I want that to be a very potent move. Now from that waist, bring the hands together and out. Push out and in. Together and out. Lift. Push out and in. Together and out. Push out and in. Last one. Together and out. Push out and in. And lower those arms down. Roll the shoulders back 4 times. And then forward 4 times. Ooh. All right. Plant one hand behind your hip. The other hand goes straight up over your ear. You're going to reach all the way to the ceiling, pulling out of your seated position before you come over. So we're going to go to the corner of the wall here. So I would like you to lean into this bend, reaching into the corner where your wall and your ceiling meet. Now, curl the arm and move the rib cage toward the hips. So you curl down now. Keep your gaze inside of the stretch. Push the hand along toward the middle of the wall. Bring yourself up and land that down to the other side. Same thing, straight up. You're pushing the other hand into the floor behind your hip. This arm comes up beside your ear. First into the corner of the ceiling, the wall. Keep your shoulders down. And then curl. Push it. Beautiful. And then bring it back up, and both arms are side by side. And we go side to side, taking the upper body over the lower body. Good. All right. I'm doing a slight side rotation so that your arm is over wherever your leg is. I'd like to put your hand on that leg and make it a long stretch. So you're using it as a diagonal reach. Lift the other arm up so it's a complete diagonal. Slide that down and bring the other arm over to top. Breathing into it. Inhale, exhale, bring it up. Land that arm on the other side. The other one goes up to a true diagonal. We're going to see that tapping straight through your body like an arrow. And then over into that nice curl down. And then bring yourself up again. We're going to walk forward to release some of our lumbar. So I'd like you to take your arms up to start this, and then I want you to feel that pull up under your rib cage as you curl down. So that's your inhale. It's like you're doing a roll up of the bodies. Land, and your exhale is walking it up. Nice lowering of the body. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. Now walk and bring yourself up. Let's bring those legs together. Top, also up, and then lift into first leg. And lower down. We're going to bring those legs beside us and then back into a tabletop position. It's the only position on the planet, right? But we're going to downward facing. So, hands under the shoulders to begin, toes into the floor. Bring your glutes up, and you will move back away from those wrists a little bit, so you're not so parallel. It's a diagonal push into the mat with your hands. Your chest is going toward your thighs, and your heels are reaching to the floor, but they may not reach the floor. Stay okay. I'd like to the leg straight, a leg straight behind you. Let's say the right leg straight behind you. Then bring the knee into the right elbow and hold that. Good. And bring it straight out again. And then bring it into the left wrist. It's a little rotation. And bring it straight out and lower it down. Let's do the other side. Downward facing dog, all of a sudden, plank. Or plank. All right, leg goes out. First to the left elbow. And bring it back. And then to the right wrist. And bring it back. Good. And back into your downward facing dog. Now I want you to take this to be a little bit advanced. So if you can't do it, just stay with this downward facing dog. Just stay there. I'd like you to take one leg up. We got the three-legged dog. And then take it to plank. Pulling that leg out. Right? And then take it back up to three-legged dog. And then lower it down. Other side. All the way up. Take it to plank. Get that nice long stretch in the front of your thigh. And then back up to three-legged dog. And bring it down. All right, one more thing in this position, then we'll get out of it, I promise. So you're going to take your foot behind your glute. The knee is pointed down. Take the knee out to the side. Lift the foot behind you and stack those hips. Lift, 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 lift. Good rotation. Long arms. Pushing into the mat. Open hips. Facing forward. Toe is pointed now. Can you extend that leg? Okay. And bend it again. Pointing that knee down. All the way down. All right, we're going to do the same thing. Bend the foot toward the knee. Take the knee out to the side. Reach all the way back. Back. Lift, lift, lift. If you can, extend that leg. Good. Reach. Nice. Bend it again. Bring it down. And we're walking it all the way in and curling ourselves all the way up. So I didn't wear two shirts, which I usually do. All right. We're going to get our head over our tailbone and roll our shoulders back 8 times. Soft knees. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now, you might need support for this next rotation. It's going to require a little bit of balance. I want you to just put a little bit of weight on your left leg, lift your right leg, and circle, keeping your body in position. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. It's a neutral foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, getting ready for the day, 6, 7, and 8. Now let's put that foot down, put a little bit of weight on it. We're not leaning on it. We're just like creating a support system. That's the idea, is to create a support system. We don't lose the center of this. So let's bring that knee up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Let's put it down and make ourselves centered again. You're going to open those legs really wide. Your arms are coming out to the side. You're going to come across and lift. Other side. Across and lift. Across and lift. Good job. Across and lift. Perfect. Across and lift. On the next one, we're going to hold. Set. And then let's go over and hold it. So both hands go to the floor and push your chest as close to that thigh as possible. Feel a nice extension in the hands. Nice. Now, put your hands to center and take a lateral lunge right here. So you're pushing into the glute, lifting through that. Then the legs, go up back through the center, and then go over to the other side. Both hands come down. Feel that nice and long straight stretch. And lunge into it. Nice. Beautiful job. And then extend the leg, come back to the center, and I want you to try to get your elbows to try a little bend in the knee for that. Try to get those elbows. Once you've gotten them as close as you can, try to extend the knee back up. Now put your hands on your shins and flatten your back. Good. There. Pull your belly button in and bring yourself up to standing. We're going to heel bone our bodies into our sit bone width position. Good job. All right, some backwards lunge work, and then we're almost done. So I want you to put one foot forward, the other one so far back you can't put your heel down, and then drop as low as you can to get that opening in the front. Push your heel down, straightening the front leg, and step them together. Better than that. All right, take the other one back. Same thing. So far back you can, get your heel down, and then come up. Try to drop that heel as you straighten those legs. And step them back together. Let's widen them a little bit. Arms go up. And we're going to reach, leaning into one hip. Reach, leaning into the other. A little bit of a knee bend. Yes. Nice job. 8, 7, stretch it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We go across, open, and open. It's a high opening. Good. Good job. Nice. Last 4, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Come back to center. Put those legs close together. We're going to do a bending exhale out. Inhale, exhale up to the end of the class. So inhale down, exhale up. 4 of these. 3, and 4. Let's bring it back to center. Thank you for coming to stretch class. We tried to open and activate for the day. Have a great